Hi, so today I'm going to be reading about the Barry Morpheu case. So I'll tell you what my thoughts are on that, okay? Alright, so from CNN, we have the trial of a Colorado man accused in the disappearance and death of his wife has been scrapped after prosecutors moved to dismiss the case while they continue to search for the body. So they don't have a body, so it seems like they can't really do anything to convict him. So charges can be refiled against him at a later date if they find something. Morpheu was charged with first-degree murder last May in connection with the disappearance of Suzanne Morpheu a year prior. The 49-year-old was reported missing by a neighbor after she went for a bike ride near Maysville and never returned. Investigators have said they believe she's dead. Barry Morpheu also faced charges of tampering with the deceased human body. They don't really have evidence of that. Tampering with physical evidence, possession of a dangerous weapon, and attempting to influence a public servant. Court records show. He pleaded not guilty to all the charges. They thought they would discover her body, which was before he had his trial, April 28th. Which year was this? So, yeah. So let's talk about Suzanne Murphy life details. Who was she? Who was Suzanne Murphy? Let's see if we could do research together. Who was she? And when did she go missing? Here she is. She's a very pretty lady. So the husband was charged, but it was dropped. She went missing from her home after going out in a bike ride. Suzanne Murphy would have celebrated her 50th birthday in April 2021. She was a former teacher and ran a non-profit charity organization called the Suzanne R. Morpheu Hope Foundation in 2012. Wow. She was a good woman, it seems. She mysteriously went missing on Mother's Day, 2020, leaving authorities at a stalemate regarding her whereabouts for nearly a year. So law enforcement conducted various searches around the area of her home in Colorado and received over 1,300 tips regarding the case. They used dive teams, drones, cadaver dogs to search for her, but nothing was ever found. Shortly after her disappearance, deputies found a personal item belonging to her in Mayville area, though it is unclear what it was. Morpheu's husband, Barry, 53, offered $100,000 for her return and passed out flyers on December 10, 2020, outside a supermarket in Salida. They said that, he wasn't very involved in her in the search parties. So, authorities announced that Barry was arrested on May 5th, 2021, in connection with his wife's disappearance. He was charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. During the year-long investigation, Barry maintained his innocence and even shared videos online begging her for her return. He said, "Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there and can hear this that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked, however much they want. I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad." Morpheu's brother, Andrew Mormon, has previously said he believed Barry had something to do with her disappearance. He told Dr. Phil that he believed his sister was abducted, in this case murdered. "I don't think she was taken to a second location. I think it happened at home," he said. So his brother-in-law thinks he did it. Andrew claimed he thought Barry was guilty based on the behaviors and things that happened, but that he would pray it's not. Wow. So it was dropped. What does her family say about her disappearance? Melinda Morphew's sister, Suzanne's sister, told Fox 21 that she was relieved to hear that there was a new development in the case. She said, "My first reaction is relief and grateful. I'm just so grateful. Today, justice is beginning for my sister. It's been a journey that no one ever imagines that they'll take." Mormon continued, "I want the world to know that my sister was the darling of our family. She was the rose among thorns. That's what I used to call her." How can I watch Suzanne Murphy case? Nothing is what it seems. 48 Hours Investigators was broadcasted Saturday, January 2022 on the CBS television network. So there's a lot going on with this. Now let's go look at what happened. Apparently she was having an affair. Suzanne Murphy affair. Let's see. Evidence of Suzanne Murphy's alleged affair came from audio recorded by Spy Pen investigator. Who's Spy Pen? Who is Spy Pen? On May 5th, almost a year to the day Suzanne went missing, her husband Barry was arrested with charges of first-degree murder. As we know, he was let free. Let's see. Evidence of the alleged affair was revealed from audio recorded by a spy pen, which Suzanne planted inside her husband's car because she thought he was cheating on her. So he was cheating on her. Instead, the pen recorded Suzanne talking to her lover. "Your heart, that's what I crave. I love you. I love how you love me. You're the sweetest thing I've ever known." I didn't know this details. An FBI agent testified that Barry told a friend, if I find him, I'll shoot off his blank and shove them down his throat." Suzanne was last seen leaving her family's home located near Maceville on May 10, 2020. A neighbor reported her missing when she did not return home later that day. Her disappearance prompted a year-long search that included a video plea by her husband and a $100,000 reward. Barry maintains his innocence throughout. He theorizes that his wife may have been killed by a mountain lion or even abducted. Her body's never been found. Okay. In the Chaffee County Courthouse, Barry and Morphew's two grown daughters, Mallory and Macy Morpheu, held hands, wept. At one point, Barry pulled down his mask and mouthed the words, "I love you." Barry Morphew's mother and sister were also present. The alleged affair was one of the several pieces of testimony Monday that showed the cracks in Suzanne and Barry's 25-year marriage that reportedly became more troublesome in the months before she disappeared. One of their arguments revolved around money, and at one point, Suzanne had confided in a close friend about seeking a divorce. Suzanne said she would not feel safe alone with her husband and described a 2018 incident where Barry Morpheu pushed her into a closet and put a gun to his own head, asking if that's what she wanted. In a text to Sheila, Suzanne referred to Barry as Jekyll and Hyde and wrote, "He, Barry, won't speak of divorce, begging for another chance. I'm so torn, but in my heart I know who he is." Wow. Alex Walker testified that Suzanne Morpheu had been having an affair with a man named Jeff Leibler, an old high school friend from Indiana. Walker said the pair had met up at least 6 times, twice in Indiana, Fox News reported. So she was having an affair. Leibler did not contact authorities when Suzanne disappeared, but once officials found out about the affair in November, Walker said Leibler was questioned. So maybe he was involved. Maybe he wanted to get rid of her because she was pursuing him. The couple had exchanged intimate photos of one another. The pair had also discussed marriage and a new life in Ecuador together once Suzanne left Barry. Leibler, who was also married and a father of 6 children, told authorities he got rid of all the correspondences between them, because he didn't want Suzanne's legacy to include the affair. Oh, please. So he's saying he got rid of all their text messages to each other because he didn't want to tarnish her name with an affair. That's convenient. It could be he knows more than he's letting on, this guy. Could it be that Barry's actually innocent and Liebler is the murderer? Could it be? Investigators determined that Liebler was not a suspect in the case. During the hearing, prosecutors also showed body camera footage taken during the moments when deputies found Suzanne's abandoned bicycle near Highway 50 and County Road 225. The same day she was first reported missing. They're calling out Suzanne's name. There's no sign of a struggle. Is up with the front tire. They said something is up with the front tire. There's no blood on the scene, no skid marks, nothing. Her helmet was retrieved. Days later, her helmet contained a note in it that had her name, number, and family contact information on it. Wow, that's weird. It's interesting. Suzanne had suspected that Barry may be having an affair of his own. That was revealed in the text message between Suzanne and her friend. Both women had spoke of using voice-activated spy pen to help find out if Barry was being unfaithful. So, the evidence pointed to her having an affair according to Suzanne's friend, not to Barry. Barry told investigators he wasn't aware of his wife's affair. I don't believe that. Barry Morpheu was also accused of submitting fraudulent votes on his wife's behalf. He's voting in her name for Donald Trump. This makes Donald Trump look really bad. So there's like cheating going both ways. Like fanatics will be fanatic, you know? On Monday, the defense team handed the prosecution an over 600-page packet of exhibits to be shown in court. Barry Morpheu is being held without bail, but we know he was released. So, what do I have in my hair? What I want to show you. Evidence is released on Barry Morpheu. I'll make it slower so you can see.
Good evening and welcome back to Closing Arguments. I'm Ted Rollins in tonight for Vinnie Politan, and we're going to begin this hour with a story from Colorado that we...
This is not the one I wanted to show you. New evidence is released. Where is that? Not this one. Here. Where is it? Barry Morpheu. Barry Morpheu evidence. Here, let's go see videos. Oh my god, they got new evidence. Let's go see on Fox. This tale has been going on forever. So, this is the bike which they found in the woods somewhere. They're trying to show something.
The Chaffee County woman who went missing on Mother's Day of 2020 and her husband, Barry Morpheu, faces charges of first-degree murder. Fox 21's Lauren Sharf.
No, we need to see the real evidence. What's this? That's so weird that her helmet would get knocked off just like that, you know? Her stuff is left behind. That's weird. This is their text. I can't see it up close. He won't speak of divorce. The This is all the texts. Suzanne. It's more complicated than it looks. She was worried about her safety. Okay, she wanted to end it civilly. What is this? What the hell is this? So here, based off a theory presented by investigators and the arrest affidavit of Barry Morpheu, prosecutors believe a tranquilizer dart may have been used in the commission of the alleged crime. Documents show tranquilizer dart materials was found in the Morpheu garage. The needle sheath cap was located inside the dryer. Oh boy. Investigators believe Morpheu shot Suzanne with a tranquilizer dart, chased her around the house before killing her, and then hit her body. However, the tranquilizer gun investigators found were not working. Morpheu claims he uses tranquilizer darts and guns to sedate deer and remove their antlers. Morpheu's cell phone and digital forensic information for Morpheu's truck, both released in the court documents, show his whereabouts during the week of Suzanne's disappearance. Photos below show pinpoints where his cell phone pinged around the house on Saturday, May 9, when FBI agents asked Morpheu why he'd been running around that way. He said he was shooting chipmunks. What the F? Shooting chipmunks? This guy is chasing chipmunks. The prosecutor believes Morpheu switched his phone to airplane mode on the day Suzanne was murdered. Investigators believe she was killed on May 9, the day before she was reported missing. I wanted to show you the new evidence they had. Also released were photos of Morpheu's hands and arms, which investigators believe show scratches Suzanne could have caused while trying to defend herself. He says that the scratches came from tree branches. That happened when he was searching for his missing wife. Really? Gosh, his hands are so old. I don't know why people like to destroy their life when they're already that age, you know? Photos taken inside the Morpheu's Maceville home reveal an unspent shell casing left next to their master bed, along with evidence of a cracked door frame in the same room. Additional photos show a bed stripped of sheets in one of the daughter's bedrooms. Oh boy. And one of the more unusual pieces of evidence, a spy pen, captured audio of conversations Suzanne had with Jeff Leibler. So basically, he probably chased his wife into the girl's room, shot her, and stripped the bed of the sheets and wrapped her in it. They didn't learn who Leibler was until more than 6 months after Suzanne disappeared. It's kind of suspicious that the guy deleted all their messages. You know? This is the evidence. On the day Suzanne was reported missing, Morpheu had checked into a Broomfield hotel, 150 miles away from their home. He was there, he said, for a construction job on a retaining wall nearby. Snapshots of surveillance footage capture Morpheu bringing loads of items into his hotel room. He's also seen wearing different shirts when he enters and exits his room that day. So he's changing his clothes, he's in a hotel. What the hell is he doing, man? This looks very suspicious. I'm surprised he wasn't charged with anything. People have been charged with less evidence, you know? What's with the fireplace? Let's see what else there is. He made trash runs. He made trash runs that day at multiple locations. Sheesh, this guy is... That looks so suspicious. Oh my god. When you actually see the evidence of him doing this suspicious behavior, that's like the way killers do things. They like to like spread the remains around so you can't find it. Tampering with the diseased human body